The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Thursday, you're looking live at, as Chris said, a big piece of wood.
Yeah.
Outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where the temperature is beautiful. 77 degrees, the high is 79, the low is 60.
That is Shannon. He is Nate. Yeah, Christmas tree.
Yeah,
the people online don't see.
okay.
Listening do not see what we're talking about.
I just thought we were the most popular show because we're beautiful and people watch.
Okay.
Yeah. He is Shannon. That is Nate. This is Kurt. One pump damage because two pumps now get you a flag in the back. It's Chris Beam, keeping us live and local. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille people. When we speak.
Wingstop is here. And we appreciate you, Wingstop, for being a part of this show for so many years.
Did you put your order in?
Chris got mine.
Another wing drop next week.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris got mine.
Mine's just on repeat.
Rinse
Yeah,
and repeat,
repeat
baby.
mine.
Same thing.
Rinse and repeat.
I'll put a little flavor in mine this time.
About time.
Been going. Wow.
Yeah, you always go plain. You just be plain.
Well, you wouldn't know if you would eat out my back.
Well, you shouldn't say you're gonna be here, not be here. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a decision.
See, I knew something was over the head out of my Wingstop bag. Now I noticed an extra shirt missing out of my bag. And then I noticed now, who was the guy selling us the shirts?
The tie.
Look at that, he done forgot. No, it's some shirt. I got it was
You
a
got-
bag. Yeah, he busted on my bag, say, man.
You got shirts?
Yeah.
Y'all's are on the way. You didn't send y'all's.
Oh.
But now, what's the name of the guy? He took the extra shirt out. And like, nah, I'm
I
like,
wouldn't know because I didn't get
Jesse
one. He was trying to keep
Well, he'll
down
break
down,
over
though.
my
Way to
bag
go.
on you, know. Don't send,
Way to go,
send my
Nate.
stuff in care of Chris Bean.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
By the way, that's a good looking shirt, Jesse.
Thank you, man.
I like the
Yeah.
completely buttoned up with the pockets.
Yeah,
Good
man.
color, good color on you.
Lavender.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah.
the sun was out today. I felt like,
Nice.
I want to match
I
the
didn't-
vibe of the sun.
Felt spring.
Yeah, it felt spring today.
Right?
Touch of green.
Where? Right there?
Yeah, touch of green. Keep it soft.
No, just looking.
Just keep reminding him.
Look at him, man. Look at
Just
him.
keep reminding him, hey, I am beautiful.
I am beautiful, baby. Soft on the eyes.
Boy,
Easy on the eyes.
workouts is paying off, baby.
So what's your if you don't mind the
What's your shirt?
what is it? What is
This was, man, you know how college you do crazy stuff
Right.
in college.
Oh, okay.
So it's everybody was doing the praying hands.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I'd be creative because I was a wide receiver, and I just got like praying hands and football gloves.
Right.
And it says heavenly received. So,
Right,
yeah, it's
right.
college.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
You do stuff 20
Did
years
you do
ago.
something like that? Heavenly received?
No,
Okay.
have not.
I
How
like
about you, my
Any of
brother?
y'all still have you got tattoos?
Nah.
I have none.
I got fat too.
No.
I said when I turned 40, I was either going to buy a motorcycle, do drugs for the first time, or get a tattoo, and I didn't do any of them.
Good
I don't know
man.
about that drug part.
Good
I
man.
don't know about that drug part.
He doesn't have a
Good
football.
Your wife is old a lot though.
He doesn't have a motorcycle.
He is always full of energy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're one of the few people I know got emoji tattooed on them.
There's no damn emoji. That's not a.
That's funny.
Oh, that is. You got it. You got it, Shannon. You got it,
He's
Shannon.
got a trash.
You done took a shot at all of us.
for those not watching, praying hands. Jesse
Thank
got
you.
a-
That comes out. You put thank you and you get the
Oral
prayer.
Roberts University.
That's funny.
Wow.
Somebody told me those really aren't praying hands. Everybody just ran with it. It originally was supposed to be a high five. If you look at it, it does look like a high five.
Oh, really?
But everybody started going.
Does it?
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
a high five. Like, put your right hand up. It'd be dumb because if I gave him a high five, he's not giving me a high five with his left.
Might.
So that would be opposite hand. Like we don't.
Maybe
are we
that's a
high
lie.
fiving the same hand.
Look at it and see. Maybe I have to research
We don't
that.
usually high five same hand.
That's true.
That's awkward. It's like it's usually
That is weird. You
It's
do-
usually opposite hands.
Yeah.
Does the word dyslexic mean anything?
Yeah. Emoji dyslexic.
I'm talking with the hands.
Yeah, like that would be
OG
weird.
lexic. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like high five me.
I'll do some research. I
Put
should
your
have
right hand
researched
up.
it.
Right, so that's like
Right. That's high five.
That's weird.
Do
though.
it with that hand. Does that feel weird?
See, that feels more comfortable, right? To come across.
I don't know. You can do it either way. Let's do some research. We'll do some research in the break. Now, how we doing today? We good?
Good.
They go to thank you hands.
What's today? Thursday?
Yeah.
Thursday.
This week's dragging.
Is
I'm
it?
like, yeah.
I thought
No.
it went kind
An
of
extra day building.
Yeah, we got that extra show this week.
Buddy boy. Just like we're gonna take these dudes out the door and put some
Hey,
on them for a
We
minute.
should all submit our invoice with a bonus day. Let's see if Chris can pay us. Nate's bonus day.
Nate's bonus day. Put it on there.
Think we get that one past Derek,
You
Chris?
know what Derek gonna do? You know what Derek gonna? Derek go. Nah,
The whole show, wipe the whole. He finally got his excuse. Yo, done.
Done,
The whole
yeah.
show's gone.
yeah.
I don't know if you found that funny or not, but you ain't gonna get paid. That's what you gonna send me a text. Like,
We doing good today though? Kurt, you look
Yeah.
good. Nate, you look good.
Oh, great,
I like your
man.
pants today. Your pants are nice.
Yeah, thank you,
way
man.
down there.
I walked by him in the hall and it was taking up the, out the
sorry.
hall, and I had to.
That man sitting down. You got to kind of.
Yeah.
All right. You was in the office with me. When did you see him?
When I came in, he was out there holding court with.
Gotcha.
He was telling some story. I don't know what it is.
I know you get around, thick black brothers, and you
Watch out, lose my mind.
get.
Eyes drop below the horizon.
That's crazy. That's wild. That is a wild place for your eyes to go. On a
All right,
Thursday.
let's take our eyes to the depth chart. Because since we're doing Cowboys defense, what do you guys think the starting and does it even matter if they're as a starter or not? Because you're probably going to see up front a good, maybe a balanced rotation. Is that what you guys are thinking? Because they have on the depth chart listed Quinnen Williams is tackle, Kenny Clark is nose tackle, Clowney left defensive end, and Donovan Ezeraku is right defensive end. Got Oso backing up Quinnen, which may surprise some people. Some people may have thought that it's going to be Quinnen next to Oso. What do you guys see the front?
Can I clarify something? Real
Yes.
The depth charts we're looking at are from ourlads.com.
Okay.
The Cowboys official depth chart came out, and they've got Clark, Williams, and Odigizua all listed as first team. Yeah, so I don't. The way they've got it, they've got Ezeraku at end, Fowler at end, starting all three defensive.
So that leads me to a deeper question, Kurt. Why are we supporting a third-party website with our research on the show and not going by the official website of the Dallas Cowboys, DallasCowboys.com?
Seemed
Be careful what you
easier-
say here. Be careful.
It seemed easier to read, basically.
Okay.
And a lot of times the visiting
It's more
depth charts,
it's more printer friendly.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of, especially the visiting depth charts, a lot of times are tough to.
In our lads, they number
I'm getting
one.
old, so.
It being more update. Our lads is it.
Yeah.
They are more update.
And you get them all in one spot too.
Yeah.
You don't have to go run them down. Okay. Just wondered, Kurt. So what do you guys think? And then what? I'm just checking, Kurt. Just
Trying to
checking.
call you to the carpet like.
I was trying. I tried to get him.
You can't get Kurt, man. He's
All
on
right,
top of his game.
What are the Cowboys? Because our lads has as
So- and then he gonna say it out loud. You can just say the depth chart that you had. You don't have to say what name it came from. What's up
He's
with you
got
today,
Dallas
man?
Cowboys depth chart.
What?
It say Dallas.
no. He
Cowboys
said our lads.
You just said
said
it.
our lads.
What?
I said it at first, and then
He said it first, and I didn't throw him completely under the bus.
Well, you did.
A half, and he. Anyway, a third-party website has.
You don't have to keep mentioning it. Let's go to the depth chart.
Kenneth Murray starting ahead of Logan Wilson, and then they have Siobhan Revel starting in front of Kalen Carson. So what's the official? I guess the Cowboys have them starting at.
same. Yeah,
Same?
Same. Well, no, I take that back. Cowboys, for cornerback, they have Elam or Revel
Okay.
and Murray or Wilson. So I guess there's some things up in the air about who's. I assume this is all just trying not to hurt anybody's feelings. So they're.
Wow.
Man, God,
I don't know about hurting feelings.
Yeah, but we're on the same page. Wow. That is the problem with this.
I mean, are they going to start three defensive tackles? Are they going to start Siobhan Revel?
Why not?
Why not?
That's my question.
Why not?
Maybe they are.
Shotty said in his presser, he was saying that you're going to literally just said it a few minutes ago. Talked about, some of those 5-man front looks, and he was like, that can be implemented. We started doing it before. And he goes, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's something we do in this game against the Vegas Raiders.
We may be doing it. Then.
So now I don't know whether I don't know if it's first down. I mean, I'll say this. When you get into this game, the one way that you can kind of make them play with one arm behind their back, you go to a 5-man front, you shut that run down, you guard Brock Bowers, and now you say, all right, Gino,
Get us.
you have to beat us. You have to beat us with Tyler Lockett and Trey Turner. Go. That's if I'm Matt Eberflus, I'm going the new toy you just got me. No need to keep him on the sideline.
Yeah.
He's been played. Let's go. Let's clog this thing up with our 5-man fronts, and then now let our linebackers run. Let them run and hunt, and let's see if we can't shut down Ashton Genty, because I'm sure, you know, hometown kid. This is a kid who's from this area. I'm sure he probably cheered for the Cowboys coming up. Would love nothing better than to go off on the Cowboys, like Rico and all the other running backs that went off on the Cowboys.
So even though they're still learning the playbook. There's no ramp up.
So okay,
not for him, not for the closer you're to the ball as a defensive player, the closer you are, the less you have to learn. Basic responsibilities are the same, unless you start running games and stunts. Now they change a little bit. But the closer you are to the ball, the person that's going to have to learn is going to have the problem is Wilson. How much you give him of the playbook and how much of the defense you run. But a 3 technique is a 3 technique until you start running games and stunts, and now you get a different look.
Quinnen has a really. White Cotton was coaching him at the Jets, so he understands the terminology and what he doesn't understand. Maybe because some teams, you know, they can call the same thing and the lingo may be different.
Right.
And all they got to basically say is like, hey, brother, we call it tango here, you know, but it's Lucy. What we ran, it's Lucy. And they go, oh, okay. Now I know. Tango is Lucy to me because that's what we called it when we was with over here. Yeah. So for Quinnen, I don't think it's. And then the simple the upfront responsibilities is a lot, like Nate said, a lot more simpler than it'd be.
The thing that it's only okay. What does coach? What is his name?
Eberflus?
No, I'm talking about the offensive coordinator, head coach.
Brian Schottenheimer.
No, for the
Pete Carroll.
Seahawks, Pete Carroll.
We'll get there.
Our lads.
Chip Kelly's the offensive coordinator.
Our lads. Thank you. I should have looked on top of our lads right here.
There you go. Now you trying to throw my boy under the
bus. We all know that Pete Carroll, what he's trying to do. When he got Ashton Genty, I knew, Jesse knew, and you guys knew he was going to run this kid. And he going to keep trying, and he going to keep trying until the damn break one day. And this is what this all based off of, is him. When Jesse said put them 5 guys up, if you stop Pete Carroll, you only have one other weapon. That is Brock Bowers. That is it. Now you jam him, hit him, push him, do whatever you got to do. Now Gino has proven not to be that guy we saw in Seattle. But one thing Coach Carroll is not going to stop trying to do is run the football. His offensive line is banged up. I think you got him here on our cheat sheet that they number 31 out of 32. So this is who they are. Now, I didn't know how good Brock Bowers is because he doesn't have a lot of yardage, but everybody, even I heard you and everybody just raves on this kid. Tell us about Brock Bowers.
Yeah, he missed a couple games this year due to a knee injury, but you talk about the new age level of tight ends. He fits in that mold. He is a guy who they line up everywhere. They're going to flex him outside the number. They're going to have him in the slot. They're going to have him in line. They're going to have him in the backfield. Like Brock Bowers is going to line up at every single position that you can line up an eligible pass catcher. And they're trying to get him the ball. He is a game changer. He's too big for your corners and or nickel slot players.
6'4", 235.
He's too quick for some of your linebackers trying to guard him, and he plays bigger than 6'4". He plays 6'6". He plays and he fits in that new realm of that tight end that dog, right? That like Trey McBride was, like Kittle is in San Francisco. They have that energy where they want to make the play, but then they want to crush you.
Yes.
They're not avoiding contact. And Brock, he's another one of these guys. If you got to put his hand in the dirt, he'll put his hand in the dirt. He'll block you, no problem. But right now, with the lack of receiving talent and the one receiver that they did have in Jacoby Myers, they traded him away. So the focal point now, a lot of it's going to be on Brock Bowers. And how do you get him the ball in many different formations? Chip Kelly, we all remember that name for what he did at college, in the college level. So trying to have Brock is a mismatch nightmare. He gives you a headache. But because there aren't other weapons out here, and you're hoping now that we can kind of not have to commit so many guys to the box because of the 5-man front that we're going to be running. And that should be able to, one, create pressure with Clowney and Ezaraku, but also clog up those run lanes with the 3 guys that you talked about earlier, Quinnen, Osa, and Kenny. And now I can have more guys in cover. This is kind of, it'll get back to a little bit of what Matt Eberflus wants to call the defense. He wants to play that zone, because man to man, if those guys aren't covering, and I committed that many guys to the line of scrimmage, then I'm in trouble on the back end. So he would much rather prefer to line those guys up front and to do that. But Brock Bowers is a guy that, again, he's a matchup headache. He is an absolute matchup headache. And then, they got the other big guy from Notre Dame, Michael Myers. So they got a bunch of big tight ends. You know what I mean? That they're trying to get the ball to. And the other guys are just speed guys. Tyler Lockett's trying to, catch lightning in the bottle again. He's the old dog of the crew. He went back and joined Pete Carroll after he asked for his release from Tennessee. So I don't see much outside of Brock Bowers in the passing game. And the way that Geno Smith, and again, I always have to say this with my air quotes and my caution, Geno Smith has been abysmal this year. He has not been anywhere near close to what he was in Seattle. He hasn't played the Cowboys defense yet. So I'm just saying, you watch it on film and you're like, what the hell are you doing? He has some mind-boggling, head-scratching plays in games, and you're like, what did you see? Why? When? Where? Who? What? He looks like a kid who just got to the league, and not a kid who's been in this league for a long time. A lot of the time,
which is weird, because didn't he, when he kind of had the rebirth of his career, rejuvenation or whatever, Pete Carroll was still in Seattle, right?
Right.
Yes.
Because it's
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
It was like his last year or two. Yeah. So, which is kind of weird that
his offensive line just horrible.
His offensive line, like Nate was saying, is banged up. They're not but Geno's is making he's making some weird, man. He's making some weird, just, I don't know. It seems like he's not seeing the field properly. He's, in his head, he's trusting his arm to be better than what it actually is. And I don't know what he's seeing on film week in and week out, but he's making some throws as if he has this big, high-powered type of arm, and he doesn't.
Father Time getting him.
I don't even know if it's Father Time. It's stupidity. And that's not a personal attack. That's football. Like he's just doing some bonehead stuff. Like his reads are off. I don't know what he's seeing, and he could be pressing, and it also helps. I mean, it also does not help when you don't have guys like Devontae Adams that was in Vegas, and you don't have other players that are there that can kind of help you in this process, because they are good route runners and good seers of what the coverage is and being able to maneuver and manipulate the coverage and be able to run routes. He just doesn't have that. A lot of these guys' names, you don't know who Deontay Thornton is. You don't know who Trey Turner is. You know Tyler Lockett, but Tyler Lockett, 176 years old. You know what I mean? So outside of Brock Bowers and hopefully trying to get Ashton Genty to have a career day, there isn't much out there for Geno Smith to to throw to rely on.
All right, let's take our first break. I have one more question about the defense, and then maybe we'll just let
Which
Kurt
one?
run the
31 or 32
what?
defense. It's 2D, 31-32. So which
They both gonna play.
Find out when we come back. Don't hang with the
Hopefully on
boys.
Monday.
All right, our lad.
How about them Cowboys? And how about those Hillshire Farm Little Smokies cocktail links? We're big fans of both. After you enjoy the game, keep the celebration going with our savory, delicious Little Smokies cocktail links. Whether it's bringing incredible flavor to your family gatherings or surprising friends with mid-game fuel, Little Smokies cocktail links are sure to be a crowd pleaser. Get yours today at your local grocery store and enjoy them your way. Hillshire Farm is proud to be the official protein of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hillshire Farm is calling. Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com.
Blockchain?
All right. Thank you, Jesse. .com. All right. One question about the defense, and then we can move on. Kurt, you can take us wherever you want because you had a lot of points.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
I don't know if I'll get to all of them, so we'll get to as many as we can. Roughly 5 new guys, from what I can tell, will have a significant part in this game that haven't been on your roster before your last games. Let's just say Quinnen Williams, Overshown, Ravel, Logan Wilson.
Who, by the way, his daddy came on our show the other day, not this show, my other show, and he was writing checks.
You mentioned that.
He was writing.
Said he was going to get a pick this game?
He was writing checks for the boy.
Yeah.
Senior was writing, cash money checks for Junior.
You think Junior called him and said, "Hey, cool the Jets"?
I don't know, but I told his
thanks for
daddy if he
hyping me
don't,
up.
you better don't duck me on Tuesday. You got to come back on the show on Tuesday. He was like, and I get it. That's what the daddy's supposed to do, right?
Yeah,
Daddy's supposed to have
sure.
the most.
Countless players have had guys like, please shut up.
Yeah, like dad's supposed to but sometimes you gotta let him play.
Let him play.
Cause he gonna be on Brock Bowers and the Brock Bowers lineup out there.
That's one I probably
you
called a name.
Yeah. He's like,
probably wouldn't have
like,
called a name
If he
out.
throw it at him, if he throw it at him like more than once, it's one of them gonna be a pick. I was like,
I would have called Dad and been like, "Hey, call somebody else
Poke
out."
the bear.
I said, okay, Poppy. I said, okay.
All right, let's just say 4 significant players that will have significant playing time that haven't been on this team or haven't played much or at all before the last game. Can this defense look vastly different? Let me just rephrase. Can we hold a team below 30 points with the addition of some new guys? And I'm not saying these guys specifically, but I'm just saying, you've got one significant guy, we'll just say in Quinnen Williams. Then you got what we're hearing is a good player in Logan Wilson. Then you've got Jerry's been, talking about Overshown coming back for 6 weeks, right? And then you have what was the other one? Who am I missing here? Oh, Ravel. That everybody's really high on that side of the building. It's going to be some growing pains. Going to be some, I guess, ramp up with the guys that have been injured. But is there some hope that this is the first step of getting better with just 4 new guys kind of in the rotation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But are you going to get much impact from anyone other than Quinnen?
You hope.
Yeah.
That's the hope.
Yeah, that's definitely the hope.
The hope is the hope is that Quinnen comes in and is a force multiplier, right? Like he comes in and he's considered one of the best interior defensive linemen in the league. Mm-hmm. So you would think just in that, it has to kind of raise all boats a little bit. And then if for a linebacker, half the battle is knowing where the hell to go. So if Logan is as good and
smart,
instinctful and smart as he's being projected to be, at least he's going to be in the right place, and others will be in the right place. Mm-hmm. Now, what they do when they get there, we got to wait. But getting there is 100% half the battle, and it's all going to come down to, really, honestly, can you cover? Because that's really been a lot of the Achilles heel for the Cowboys defense this year, is you just can't cover in the back end. And the quarterback hasn't been impacted because the ball's coming out of his hand to wide open receivers. Yeah. So he's not having to hold the ball very long. The receivers are flying wide open, coverages are being busted, and routes are being run, and dudes is they doing dance USA on the ground, and touchdowns are being scored. So that's going to be the ultimate conversation is, Kalen Carson, who played decently. Most people don't talk about Kalen Carson played in the last game. He played against the Cardinals. No one said a word about it. People didn't even recognize it. And he played okay. So will Shotty look at that and give him another nod to go, all right, young fella, you're going to go out there, maybe in 11 personnel. You go Carson, slot Bland into the slot, and then maybe go Ravel outside. I don't know, but you would hope that, I'm not saying it's going to be a huge jump, but this thing should look different. It should look different. It should feel different. The vibes of what's happening out there, because you did add a player of significance in Quinnen Williams, should help you.
You think that, obviously, we probably have one of the best defensive tackle rotations in the league. I mean, got to. They've put so much investment in the stopping the run now that, is the pass defense all that much better? Theoretically, you would get more pressure.
This guy is unique. This guy is unique. He is a pass rusher, and he is a run stopper. His run stop ability is maybe 20% better than his pass rushing ability. And that's because if they don't double him, you'll see even better. This kid is unique. So if we can get together and concentrate on stopping the run, I challenge you guys, not Jesse, because he's already doing it. Watch Seattle. Watch the Rams. Watch teams of that ilk. They, in the first half, the first quarter, they finna stop your run. They finna smash you. We never heard of their defensive ends, but all of a sudden, at the end of the game, they got 4 sacks, 15 hurries, and 6 hits. Brother, you stop the run and make that team fear you, that you'll get pass rusher you never thought you would get it. I'm serious, man. Our big issue here with the Dallas Cowboys is, and I'm going to say what nobody else has said, we went out and got a linebacker. The number one thing we said, he's smart. He can get everybody lined up. What did that tell the other 20 guys that's already on the team? You can't even line up. If you can't line up, how you going to know where to go? What keys you going to know how to read? So this guy going to help you line up. The quicker he learn, the better he's saying they going to learn. Yeah. He's the connector between the middle of the field and the back end of the field. Fellas, this is where we're supposed to be. I challenge you guys, watch the 49ers, watch Denver, watch the Rams, watch Seattle, their defenses, and watch it before the play goes off, how everybody talking, pointing, safety saying, no, go. Bro, that's communication. You break the huddle and you got a base defense. Everybody know where to go. But you mean to tell me one guy motion across the formation and everything goes to hell? So you ain't got that guy. We back to Sean Lee. Hey, if Sean Lee don't play, we lose the game. That's where we at.
Can a new guy like Wilson, who in his past was one of the leaders of the Bengals defense, he can't come in now and be a leader here, can he?
Why not? Yeah, why not?
I mean, with guys like
why not? Why not?
And they're like a pecking order of
yeah. Okay.
You know, it's and I'll use a reference. When I got hired to be athletic director many years ago, and we took over a school. And when we took over a school, I remember the first meeting I had with the staff, the athletic staff, and my conversation to them was basically this. I'm not here because y'all were great. Like, I'm here because there was a deficiency. We're here because there was a level of deficiency in this school. And I think that's like the same conversation. Like, we may not change everything. Something was broke. Some things will be changed. And so if someone comes in, that person has been brought here for a specific reason. Logan Wilson is here because they could not play linebacker well. Quinnen Williams is here because, and folks don't want to say it, but I'll whisper it to y'all. Kenny Clark wasn't what Jerry thought he was going to be when he got here. Because if he was, he wouldn't have went out and got another defensive tackle. Shh. Don't tell everybody that. Because then they'll say that the trade didn't work out. But guys only come to teams when you have a need. George Pickens is here. Why? Because the Jalen guys didn't work. Because Jalen Dober and Ryan Flanoy and Mingo and the rest of those guys, they weren't good enough to go opposite CeeDee Lamb. And they couldn't make plays in single coverage. Shh. Don't tell nobody. That's why.
You ever seen the movie Equalizer?
Yes.
The first one? Where he met with all the cops and everything. He said, I'm not here to say I'm sorry. You remember that part? You need to see it. And he broke him down. He said, I'm here to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And that's what this kid is. You know, everybody's, you know, I'm glad that I'm a little bit different. You know, I'm the biggest Cowboy fan. But to have to kiss everybody's behind to say it in a politically correct way don't always be the truth. This kid came just for what Jesse said and what I've said. He is the brains of the operation. And they trying to get him up to speed every day. They were so excited when he came off the plane or the helicopter, however they got him there saying, I want a playbook. I need a playbook. That was exciting to them because evidently somebody over there ain't said, I want a playbook. Okay? And it's the truth. And I've been waiting for this opportunity to say that. I hope it don't come back to haunt me, but he's the brain.
All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, we're going to talk about whatever Kurt wants to talk about. Oh. Find out what that is.
Since you done sold him down the river, whatever you want to talk about.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the third segment of Hanging with the Boys. And just like 7-Eleven, we are always open for business in this third segment. Thank you, 7-Eleven, for being a great sponsor.
Thank you very much. Shannon had a question off air I thought that was great. And we was talking about Kenny Clark, and we was talking about Williams, the new acquisition. Both guys can play both positions.
What was the question? What was the question? No.
Go ahead. What was the question?
What was the question? That way we're letting them into the conversation that we had. So we got to give them the question.
It was basically a two-part conversation. One was with Quinnen taking the double team blocks now. Is that with Kenny being freed up to have more one-on-one blocks? Is that going to make him a lot better player and the guy that we probably all thought we were getting? Right. Now he's having to eat up 2 blocks. And then 2, if you have 2 guys that warrant double teams, do you want them close together where there's traffic because the double team's going that way and there's more bodies over there? Or do you want to split them up where there's more room around one of the guys because the double team's being kind of gone to the other side of the line?
And I told him in the middle of a defense, you don't get to dictate that. Because Kenny Clark plays normally over the center. That guard, depending on the strength, or if they play into the strength of the weak side, he's going to be head up to outside eye of either the guard. Now, if they go to a 5-man look, he'll be over to one of the guards. Osa will be over one of the guards, the center, and then 2 outside guys over tackles. But I'm talking about a 4-man front, and that way, you have to decide whether you want to double that nose guard, or you want to decide whether you're going to double that 3 technique, which is hard. Because you want to be going away from that 3 technique so you can scoop him out of there. Because if you go into him, that means your tackle have to come down and bump, which you don't want to do. That 3 is automatically, on play side of plays, is automatically free. Unless you straight running a play straight ahead, he's free. That is why you get that 3 technique, because you have a guy outside of him, especially if you shade to the strong side. It's called an over. Tackle, in over the tackle, 3 technique, center. He can't be touched. Unless you wham him or trap him. He can't be touched with 2 people. So I would prefer my more athletic guy, which is Quinnen Williams, my better player, which is Quinnen Williams, over in that 3 technique. So
let me ask you, I'm going to ask a dumb football question here, but
it ain't dumb.
We talked about the 5-2, where you're lining up everybody on the 5, and we've had fans ask this before. Why don't you take those 3 guys, Osa, Clark, and Quinnen, and run a 3-4? I mean, Ezaraku seems more built for an outside linebacker. Fowler played a 3-4 last year. And he's not as big. What's the difference, I guess, between a 5-2 and a 3-4?
A preference. From the coach.
Yeah.
How he wants to call it.
Responsibility and stuff, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. In a sense. So like it's style. It's how guys will have to rush, what gaps that they'll have to hold. And then, we've already been through the conversation about what a defensive coordinator wants to run. Right? There are certain players that you want to draft and develop that are going to play a specific 3-4 defense opposed to a 4-3 defense and so on and so forth. And if a coach is not comfortable in calling that or, doesn't have a game plan wrapped around that makes a world of a difference in the communication and the understanding and the blocking and all of the technical things.
When you have a 3-4 defense, the angles are so much different for our offensive linemen. The angles are different. If I got a guy over my head, I just boom, boom. I'm connecting with him right away. That's what a 3-4 gives an offensive guard a chance. I'm connecting with him. But in the same breath, if you put them linebackers back, now I got to take a step here and check. And depending on how good that linebacker is, and he hitting that gap, he know what he's doing. That's like the new kid we got. He coming at me real quick. So if I got to be messing around here with Quinnen, making sure I got two hands on him. By the time I come back, this dude could be up on me if he's smart. Or if we running a sweep and we trying to get Quinnen scooped, all of a sudden we got to be real careful because you can't let Quinnen loose too quick because that linebacker going to be – and I'm going to give you a per example. Go watch Denver. They run this thing to perfection, bro. They run this thing. I've always hated the 3-4. Especially when you got two inside linebackers that are dogs. They can run and they can come up and stuff you. That is I don't want to play that. I want that dude right there where I can feel him right quick like that. For me, and this team here doesn't do well against that either. When they can't just feel a dude real quick, game lights out. Lights out.
Is it hard for those interior defensive guys to switch from a 4-3 to a 3-4?
It just depends on the guy. Like Quinnen, I would want him at a 3 technique. I don't want him out of 5. I don't want to take him too far away from the action. He quick twitch for a big man. I don't want to take him too far away from the action, even though I think he'll be great. And I want him at that 3-4. I know big man 95 can play the nose. If he had to rock that thing by himself, he could play the nose. Now the other guy is what I'm worried about. I'm worried about Osa.
Tell me if I'm wrong or right on this one, Nate. When you talk about those interior guys in the 3-4, you want those guys to be a little bit more heavier, though, right?
Yes, sir. They're gonna be. Yes, sir.
And that's the thing is that like when you're talking about having those interior defensive linemen, like Quinnen is one of the guys that fits in that bill, but like Kenny, you can look it up. I don't think Kenny or Osa is 300 pounds.
No.
I think they're both like around a 285-ish.
But
mark.
He's not wiry.
Kenny?
That's what.
Wow. Okay.
No, he's not wiry. I'm talking about wiry built. Kenny is not wiry built. He can handle that one technique. He's not wiry. He's stump tree built.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay.
Osa is wiry built. Osa is wiry built, and that would help.
Okay.
Yeah. That would help on a 5 technique to be wiry built. But what you want, everybody is a post guy in the 3-4 technique. And what I mean by the 2 tackles, which is 2 ends, will have to be, I'm stopping you. I'm not, and I'm playing both sides because I got to free up my defensive end, my outside linebackers, and I got to hold you just for a split second for my 2 inside guys. This thing is built, the 3-4 is built for your nose tackle and 2 inside and outside linebackers to run and make and wreak havoc. These 2 guys, these 2 tackles that's sitting over your tackles, they are more post guys. When you get guys that are a little bit more than that, like Denver has, that Zach Allen guy and the other guy, they're a little bit more than that because they're better athletes. And they're tall and they're long. So they can get out there on you. So they more than what you normally gonna run into. So
all right, good stuff. We're out of time. Kurt, sorry your segment got.
No, that was the question I was going to ask.
All right, well, good. Glad you got to ask it. We will take some phone calls tomorrow. Extra bonus day tomorrow. Yeah. Phone calls and.
I'm signing up, man. I'm gonna get me an extra check.
Yeah.
What y'all say?
phone calls and more football, score predictions, and we'll get ready for Monday Night Football, prime time.
So from now on, we'll be getting it from DallasCowboys.com.
You want the team ones? I'll give it to you.
Same spot.
Don't bring them nothing.
That's right.
Don't bring them
I'm
nothing.
happy.
Don't
I'm
bring
just
them
trying to take
nothing.
up for my boy.
Next
I'm just
week,
trying to take up for my
next
boy.
week, don't bring them nothing.
It's like you listening to the guy that didn't bring us nothing.
That's true.
Wow.
He brought Nate something, but us nothing.
Oh,
So who's your boy? Got him.
Whatever is given to me, I give to the people that is given to.
So is
Now,
that lavender?
all right,
Is
so
that
guess
purple?
what?
Unless it's Wingstop.
No.
Unless it's Wingstop.
All right, so now let's just bring it all to the forefront. Let's just bring it all to the forefront. I didn't bring the shirt in here yesterday because they didn't have shirts for y'all on purpose.
And you didn't
And I
feel
gave
bad.
it to him privately.
And then he sold you out.
He sold me out to the restaurant. I gave it to him privately.
How does it always come back to
And
me?
then the
You
dude-
stole my ties.
And then
no secrets on this show.
and then
No
the
secrets.
dude,
No.
and then the guy Charles who made the shirts saw the show and realized that he didn't make shirts for you two.
Didn't even realize we were on the show till yesterday.
And then he said, should I make shirts for those guys? I said, you do what you want, but if you are, they're both mediums. So he sent a shirt for
He sent
Dayton.
both shirts to me. He stole
He
one of them
didn't
like
send
he
both
did the
shirts.
ties. He stole the ties.
And he wanted you to have one and asked me when I give it to you.
I think
I'm not a part of this show anymore, apparently, so his mag's off.
that's an ender. Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. Josh, thanks for keeping him company. We will see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. Hang out with the boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?